as of right now, no one knows the true culprit for this crash. So far, I've counted 4 different and unique threads going.
Bro, they sold that shit at 15K in 2013. You think your friends are all millionaires? How insecure are you? Wait, me? Page it? You think your friends are all millionaires? How insecure are you? Dude, are you talking to me? I'm literally a Twitch streamer, dude. What the fuck? I'm a little confused by what he was trying to say. Like, no, I mean, am I out of touch? Yes, certainly. But, you know, if there's one thing, you can't, like, simultaneously be like, Hassan is out of touch, all of his friends are millionaires, and then turn around and be like, you think all your friends are millionaires? Shut the fuck up. I think he's saying to donate to XQC. Yeah, I don't know.
Viral, all claiming to know how Luna collapsed, and the explanation is slightly different each time. But what is consistent is their proof is...
He's the burrito you can buy with crypto. The cold burrito. Okay, let's keep going.
Trust me, bro. In fact, my personal favorite of these explanations is the theory that Citadel, who's the GameStop supervillain, secretly gotten 100,000 Bitcoin loan from...
Bro, come on. This is fucking 4chan. That's where the Citadel meme came from? I mean, I don't know if they actually did this, okay? Like, oh God, it just seems, it seems too much of a, oh, the Citadel guys are still trying to fuck us holders over type thing.
From Gemini, which is owned by the Winkle twins, and they destroyed Luna with it. Now, Gemini denied these claims, but who are you gonna believe? A private company or an anonymous 4chan post? Kind of a toss-up, right? And I'm not even saying these are wrong. They just don't have any evidence. So that's where it stands with this forensic side of things. A lot of people claim to have solved it, but nobody seems to actually have done so. But while we don't know exactly what happened, I think it's important to say this crash also didn't surprise anyone. And I think that's worth talking about. There were a lot of people who have been calling for this for some time, and these were mostly for 2 reasons, which we've already discussed. UST was built on a Ponzi scheme, and algo stablecoins have sort of always failed, and we've covered those. But there's a third option.
You can't have stability without any sort of institutional backing. The entire concept of decentralized currency revolves around a lack of stability and instability because it's just pure volatility. It's pure speculation, okay? If there's no big dick government saying, this is my currency and I will manage it by printing money or fucking, you know, engaging in acts of you know, deflation every now and then, which in America doesn't really happen too much, but right now is kind of happening, which is part of the reason why the fucking crypto bubble is like bursting a little bit. But like a government that taxes you, a government that says, no, we're going to go kill a bunch of fucking brown people overseas because they have some, you know, natural resources that we want to extract. Like, without that, you can't, there's no stability. It's decentralized. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, ANCAPs just simply want to have their cake and eat it too. That's the problem. Okay? It's just the government crashing it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to get this across to anarcho-capitalists, okay? I don't know how to explain this concept to anarcho-capitalists that the government is the reason why there is some semblance of stability. Obviously, the American currency is not backed by the gold anymore, okay? There's no gold standard, certainly. But there's the standard of America's fucking fat cock, okay? Going through your ass at 1,000,000 miles an hour. That's how you fucking, that's what is holding the currency together. That's what's stabilizing the currency. That's what's stabilizing everything, okay? It's imperialism, bloodshed. So that builds a lot of confidence in America, okay? That builds a lot of confidence in America and a lot of confidence in the value of the dollar and the stability of the dollar. That builds a lot of confidence in the American stock market. This stuff is the kind of the entire reason why governments work. Like, it's kind of the entire reason why governments exist, okay? So you can't just, like, in a fantasy world, throw that around, okay? and just assume that I'm not going to run the top of the hour ad break at 1:56. You can't assume that. Because at the top of the hour, there is a 60-second ad break, okay? Now, obviously, if you're one of the crypto boys and you've lost your entire net worth, like, I'm not going to tell you GG's, GG no re, but here is one fucking coin, the Hassan coin, the top of the hour ad break avoiding coin. It is called a subscription for $5 a month or for free with a Twitch Prime. As long as you have an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account, you get one free Prime subscription a month that you can use. Okay? You will be able to avoid those ad breaks. Thank you, Bill Vog, for the 5 get the subs. Okay? 5head. I'm aware that crypto is a scam. 5head. Still bought it. 5head. Still lost money. 5head. Of course, unlike a fucking NFT, there are certain things that you immediately get from subscribing to me, okay? There is actually something real about, there is something that you realistically get when you do subscribe, like linking privileges, having a cool badge, emote access, okay? Things like that. You get nothing when you fucking dump all your money into crypto. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. All right. Okay, but can I slurp juices with that $5 sub? No, I thought so. Yeah. Chatters be like, Hassan doesn't know what he's talking about as they plunge into crippling debt. Yeah. Reese's Pieces. Thank you for the 5 get the subs. It's meaningless because you ignore us. Yeah. That's how it is. Dude, what's really interesting to me about the crypto stuff is like how quickly it fucking flared up and how quickly it crashed and burned. That's a really interesting story for another time. Because like there was a time when it took a while for certain things, like certain scams to like come to fruition and reach like terminal velocity. Now, this shit happens literally like that. It lights up over the course of like 5 months and then crashes and burns in like dramatic capacity. Trillions of dollars fucking gone. Not really trillions of dollars, obviously, but like trillions of dollars in value, technically. It's wild. Worked for a crypto exchange with experience that hacked worth millions. Seeing how little they knew about business should be enough to not invest in crypto.
That I really think has been overlooked in all this, and that is Do Kwon's role. Remember that Do Kwon is the creator of Terraform Labs. And what most people don't know is that as Luna became more and more successful, Do Kwon slowly became more and more arrogant. He would dismiss all his critics and call them poor. And I believe this played a role, at least, in so many people rooting for Luna's downfall.
Sarsha, thank you for the 5 get the subs. Morgan Schmorga, thank you for the 5 get the subs.
If not actively playing a role in it. As I said, we don't know if Luna's demise...
Money is not gone, it just changed hands. Yeah, no, that money is not gone, but the amount of money is not trillions. It's probably like billions, right? Like real money, not like baby money, not monopoly money that we're talking about, because crypto is monopoly money ultimately. That money went to probably, once again, the richest people, okay? The richest people that are... It's not really 1 trillion. It's 1 trillion in value. When 1 trillion in cryptocurrency value goes pee-pee-poof, that doesn't necessarily mean $1 trillion of actual fucking American, American greenbacks entered the marketplace. That's just value. It's speculative value that was in the tune of 1 trillion, but ultimately it's a couple billion. Someone's saying 18 billion. Probably that makes sense. And now, some fucking rich dude is minting, okay?
Was like an attack or naturally occurring, but I want to give you some examples of this because I think we can learn from it about sort of what not to do if you suddenly happen to become ultra rich and powerful. So on November 25th, 2021, a guy named Freddie Reynolds proposed a theory of how you could crash Luna with a Soros-style Black Wednesday attack. By that, he's referring to when George Soros broke the British pound. And he goes into great detail about how you could do this if you
George
just had
Soros!
$1 billion on hand. He described a process where you could make $50 million and sort of rinse and repeat it until Luna falls apart. Now, in response to this possible attack vector, does Luna investigate? Does it implement strategies to defend itself? No. Instead, Do Kwon says this, probably the most thread I've read this decade. Silence is a perfectly acceptable option if stupid. And then basically he asks sort of to be attacked. He says, billionaires in my following, go ahead, see what happens.
Let me just say something, okay? If you're a neurodivergent owner of like some fucking crypto shit, just know that there's always someone with more powerful mental worms than you do, okay? There is don't fucking start this like anime shit. There is someone out there who's literally training harder than you and has way worse brain disease, and they are going to literally do everything they can to fuck you. You're opening this up. You're opening the door when you say shit like this. There's some dude who literally fucking sits in a room like the fucking Matrix with like a million fucking monitors, literally just like on life support. And now that dude has made it his life mission to ruin you, okay? So to all those guys who want to fuck me over, I'm so sorry. I love all of you. Please work in my favor and against my enemies, okay? I will protect you. I will defend you. I love you. Please. Please do not weaponize your neurodivergence in my direction, but instead in the direction of my enemies. I am with you all the way, okay? I will protect you. Okay, let's continue.
I mean, can you imagine the arrogance to taunt billionaires that are following you and going like, yeah, see what happens. Go ahead, attack me, see what happens. Now, look, I know the internet's kind of a wild place, but I usually think there are two rules to it that you have to abide by at all times. One, don't ever taunt the internet. And two, don't ever taunt billionaires. And you certainly don't want to do both at the same time. But this kind of arrogant response wasn't even...
Like, to be honest, I don't even think it's a fucking billionaire that did this. I don't think billionaires give a fuck about some, like, rando. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think a billionaire cares enough about, like, this. Unless they were, you know, looking to short it and make money off of it or something. You know what I mean? He's not a rando? No, but it doesn't matter. Like, no billionaires, like... You think billionaires care that much about, like, fucking destroy... I mean, I guess maybe. It's, like, fun. I mean, this is pretty significant. But you could just make money off of it. LMAO, please don't weaponize your neurodivergence against me. Work in my favor against my enemies. I'm with you all the way. I support you. Gore police? Yes, that's what I said.
An irregular occurrence. Rather than engaging with flaws in his protocol, Do Kwon would repeatedly call his critics poor. In fact, a few days before Luna collapsed, Do Kwon said that if you listen to crypto influencers about USTD pegging for the 69th time, or you could remember that they're all poor now and go for a run instead. And he repeatedly did this. He also taunted this guy, Algod Trading, who said, if Luna breaks new all-time highs, I will short it.
Bro, you can't fuck with Algod Trading, okay? What a story. This is like, we are living in the worst possible form of the universe. You know what I mean? This is the type of shit that makes me go, fucking Kaczynski posting, okay? Like, unironically, when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, all right, we must return to monkey. Like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, what? Algod Trading is just popping the fuck off. What kind of timeline are we in this? Sometimes I want to be a fucking serf toiling the land, dude. Okay? Yes, my lord. Cut my hand off if I do not bring you enough grain crops, my lord. I'm sorry, my lord. You know, just fucking die of, like, gangrene at the age of 15. Yeah, fuck it. That's a wonderful life, I think. It's just so fucking stupid, dude. Here, I'm looking for the meme right now. Yes. Where is it? Where is the fucking... The destruction meme. Why can I never find that meme? It's like one of the best ones. It's like the nuclear power plant blowing up and shit. At least thy lord would give you a wife. Yeah, here, this. Holdling, Luna, crypto, ETH? Bitcoin? What are you saying, brother? We must destroy industrial society and return to Monkey. Reject modernity, brother. Anyway, so yeah, that's what this shit makes me feel like. I swear to God, when I watch it.
With size. And Do Kwon responds, yeah, but your size is not size. This guy responds, statistically, you're dunking on 99% of your community, but all right, someday your Ponzi will collapse. You can't keep fueling Anchor. And this is my favorite part of the story.
Oh, dude, he hit him with a smile. That's the worst. That is the death blow, dude. When someone hits you with a smile, you know motherfuckers are like, I'm powering up. I'm powering up. I'm powering up. I'm about to... This is the same in Twitch chats, too. You don't want a Twitch chatter being like, I know where you live, smile. You know what I mean? It's like, it's over. It's done after that. You know what I mean?
Because that same guy then responds 4 days later, offering a $1 million bet that Luna will be at a lower price in exactly 1 year. Now, what does Do Kwon do? He takes it. Of course, he takes the bait. He says, cool, I'm in. And I guess that got enough attention because someone noticed it and decided that they actually wanted to raise the stakes. GCR on Twitter decides to offer a $10 million bet. Do Kwon once again agrees, and they decide on the escrow being another crypto Twitter user, Kobe. And so right now at this address, which we will put on screen, there's currently a $10 million bet going on the blockchain. This is real money we're talking about. Literally just put up to see if Luna's going to fall or not, which obviously 2 months later it did. But even that wasn't enough for GCR, who at the time decides he wants to double the bet, saying the initial spirit of it was this like, yeah, your size is not size, whatever, like kind of a weird insult. Weird way to say you're poor, basically. And so he says, look, we're going to play for big money. I'll double it to $20 million, to which Do Kwon doesn't respond. And so instead, what this guy does is he decides he's going to short Luna with the remaining $10 million that he wanted to bet him with. Now, for those of you following along at home, this is what we call a Chad move. This guy would end up cashing out with $16 to $20 million profit. And it shows how much Do Kwon pissed everyone off, not just the quote poor people, but actually the richest part of crypto Twitter. Remember, he literally asked billionaires to attack his protocol. And to make it even worse, he also began attacking other competitors around this time, saying about stablecoins like DAI, by my hand, DAI will die. And it was sort of this unique combination of arrogance, antagonism, and disregard for criticism that contributed either directly or indirectly to Luna's collapse. People don't like a sore winner, and it's fair to say that Do Kwon had to learn that lesson the hard way. My point with sharing this isn't to suggest that the only reason Luna collapsed is because this guy is kind of a jerk. Because remember, they were basically running a Ponzi scheme. But being a jerk, along with sort of running and benefiting from a Ponzi scheme, definitely doesn't help. And the other bit of news we learned in all of this is that CoinDesk reported that Do Kwon was secretly behind a failed stablecoin in the past called Basis Cash. He turned out to be anonymously involved, going by the pseudonym Rick, and his partner was called Morty. According to CoinDesk, he modeled the project after an earlier project called Basis, which you may or may not remember as the failed project of founder.
That's everything you need to know, okay? I've turned myself into a deval. I've turned my cryptocurrency into $0. I'm Pickle Rick.
Nader Al-Naji, the creator of BitClout. So that's where we are with this story. A lot has come out, and while I hold very little sympathy for Do Kwon's failure, I do feel bad for all the traders who got swept up in it. For example, KSI claimed to have bought 100,000 Luna, claiming it could be the, quote, best or worst trade of my life. He later says he spent $2.8 million buying the dip and that his Luna was now worth $1,000. Ouch. And that's not even to mention the regular investors who don't have millions to spare. I mean, I cannot stress this enough. Billions of dollars have been wiped out overnight. Like, Reddit communities are being makeshifted from supporters into support groups. Like, I don't want to show you guys too much of this because it is dark. Some investors lost houses, others lost life savings, and that's truly sad. But we can't
You put the house on crypto? Bro, this is the fucking nerd melter, dude. Like, if you're... Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, look. One thing I need you guys to understand is, like, how do we not recognize, like, predatory lending happened within, like, you know, institutional investments, within, like, actual legitimate banks, okay? They don't even give a fuck about, like, ruining your life. When there's supposed to be some kind of regulatory mechanism that stops shit like that from happening. And it still happened. What makes you think that this entire fucking thing that is, like, outside of that regulatory mechanism was not going to fuck you? Why does everybody think they're smarter? Why? Why do you think you're fucking smarter than everybody else? This is fundamentally the problem with, like, Americans and just, like, people in general under capitalism. Like, we have been educated into thinking that we are literally smarter than we actually fucking are. You're not. You're not. Oh my God. Oh. Like, I know I'm a fucking dumbass, okay? It makes me so happy every day that I know I'm a fucking I'm a dumb bitch, okay? I'm sipping on that dumb bitch juice on a daily fucking basis. Do you understand? On a daily basis. But because of that, because of my recognition of how fucking stupid I am and my limitations, I don't do stuff like this. And then I end up coming across as smarter than you. Do you get it? And obviously when I say you, I'm talking about the motherfuckers who, like, literally thought they were going to, you know, they were going to shortcut their way out of this. There is a level of freedom that comes from recognizing your mental limitations, okay? Please exercise that.
forget about the painful lessons things like Luna can teach us. In this case, it's sort of three things. Don't taunt internet billionaires. Don't build Ponzi.
You are never going to get a Coinbase sponsor? My friend, you think, like, I didn't have an option to do, like, the NFT shit? Let me tell you something, okay? I at least have, like, a big dick Hollywood fucking agent. And guess what? Even way before, like, Matt Damon was on this fucking crypto shit, you think my agents weren't trying to get me to do marketing for all this shit? No, and what did I say? This was like a year and a half ago. If you have clips, you can probably find it like way behind. Like when the NFT shit first started popping off, I had conversations with my agents. I was like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. That's fucking exploitative. It's insane. It's disgusting. And I talked about it way long ago. Why are you dick swinging so much right now? It's not a dick swinging. I'm telling you how it is. Ozzy literally did an ad 2 days ago. Yeah, for a fucking FX show on Hulu. A little bit different than like locking you into a fucking rug pull and then milking you, okay? The reason why I referenced it, for the record, like the reason why I referenced all of that is because, like, I want you to understand, like, of course I had a fucking opportunity to make a shitload of money off of this. If I wanted to milk, I could have fucking gone to the farm way before any of these motherfuckers, okay? But I didn't. I think it's fucking gross.
Schemes and beware algo stablecoins.
And Ken Klippenstein he actually brought up a really good point. It's additionally gross, okay? It's additionally fucking gross that these dudes, all right, like a lot of these Hollywood celebrities and shit, they made so much money. There was a K-shaped recovery, if you recall. If you are already in the upper echelon of society, you are already making so much fucking money during the pandemic, okay? A lot of people were really financially fortunate in the pandemic. I myself became a much wealthier during the pandemic. It's not a lie. You saw it. You saw it happen. You were here. Okay, my audience grew, and so did the number of subscribers, so the number that was paying attention. I recognize that, right? So that's something that fucking, guides my principled attitude for the most part. These fucking celebrities, they had all of that, okay? Because they already have like a lot of investments. They made a fuckload of money. And then they turned around and were like, we're going to fuck you over. We're going to milk you. We're going to milk you fucking dry. I got into an argument with this guy at my uni about crypto, and he basically says, stay poor, and I'm watching all these tickers fall is literally better than coming. See, that's the other thing. I think it's because they're a lot of the crypto guys were just like sore winners, I guess. They thought that they were winners when they were winning.